everyone, and a very warm welcome back to Clarity English Studio. I'm Anna, and I'm so glad you're tuning in today.
And I'm Mike. It's great to be with you all again. This is the podcast where we explore real, everyday English in a way that's clear, relaxed, and easy to understand.
So, Mike, how are you doing today? You look like you're having a good day so far.
I really am. I had a great workout this morning, and I'm about to have a cup of coffee. I'm feeling pretty good. What about you?
That's great to hear. I'm doing well too. I'm thinking about the weekend. I hope we have good weather. But hold on a minute. Did you hear what we just did?
I think I did. It's almost like we planned it. We just used the same small word over and over again without even trying.
Exactly. I said I hope we have good weather, and you said you're going to have coffee and that you had a workout.
And that brings us perfectly to today's topic. It's a tiny word that you hear and use dozens of times every single day, but you might not realize just how powerful it is. That word is have.
When most people start learning English, they learn that have means to own or possess something, right? Like, I have a book or I have a car.
That's true, but that's only the tip of the iceberg. In real daily conversation, have is used for eating, drinking, experiences, activities, appointments, and so much more.
If you think have is just about ownership, then get ready because we're about to unlock all the other ways this amazing word makes English sound so natural and fluid.
And the best part is, you don't need to memorize a bunch of complicated grammar rules. You just need to listen and feel how it's used in context. So, are you ready to dive in?
Let's do it. Let's explore the wonderful world of have together.
Okay, Anna. So let's start with that first, most basic meaning that everyone learns in their first English class.
Yes, let's get the foundation down first. The most direct meaning of have is about possession. It's about something that belongs to you.
Right. For example, I can say, I have a blue jacket, or I have a laptop that I use for work. It's simple, it's clear, and it means I own these things.
We also use it for relationships. For example, she has two older brothers or they have a new baby.
We can even use it for more abstract things that we possess, like time or money. A very common phrase is, I'm sorry, I don't have any time right now.
Now, this meaning is 100% correct. But is it the way native speakers use have most often in their daily chats?
Honestly, no. It's the starting point, but it's not the whole story. The real magic of have comes from all its other uses.
Exactly. Think of possession as level one of using have. It's essential, but the English language gets so much more interesting when we move on to the next levels.
Let's move on to one of those levels right now, and is one you'll use every single day. Food and drinks.
Okay, Mike, let's imagine it's lunchtime. You call a friend. What do you say? Let's eat lunch or let's have lunch?
I would say let's have lunch every single time. It just sounds so much more natural and social.
It does, doesn't it? While eat lunch is grammatically correct, have lunch is what you will almost always hear in a friendly, casual conversation.
The same is true for drinks. In the morning, you don't just drink coffee, you have coffee. It's part of your morning routine, your daily experience.
Exactly. When we use have for food and drinks, we're not just talking about the physical action of putting something in your mouth.
That's a great point. You're talking about the entire experience, the break from work, the conversation with a friend, the quiet moment you enjoy by yourself.
So we have breakfast, we have lunch, and we have dinner. We can also have a snack, have a drink, or have a slice of pizza.
So here's a simple tip for our listeners. Whenever you're talking about meals and drinks in a casual conversation, try using have instead of eat or drink. Your English will instantly sound more fluent.
Now that we've made everyone hungry, let's move on to another very natural use of have, talking about experiences.
Anna, let me ask you about last weekend. Did you do anything exciting? Did you have fun?
I did. I went for a long walk in the park. I had a great time. And notice what you just said. You asked if I had fun.
Of course. We use have constantly to describe our experiences, whether they are good or bad. You can say, I'm having a wonderful day.
Or on the flip side, you could be talking to a friend who seems stressed and say, it looks like you're having a tough day.
Exactly. You aren't owning the day, you are experiencing it. It's happening to you right now.
You can have a party, you can have a holiday, you can have a conversation, you can have a laugh. All of these are moments in time that you are living through.
This is such a key part of sounding natural. Instead of saying, my trip was great, you can say, we had a great trip. It makes your language more active and personal.
So remember, when you're talking about a period of time or an event, a day, a trip, a party, try describing it with have.
All right, let's keep going. There's another area where have is absolutely essential, and that's when we talk about health in our bodies.
Okay, Mike, imagine you wake up and your throat is sore and you can't stop sneezing. What do you say?
I would say, oh no, I think I have a cold.
Precisely. You wouldn't say, I am a cold. In English, when we talk about common illnesses, we use have.
Right. You can have a cold, have a headache, have a fever, or have a stomach ache.
This brings up a really important point that often confuses learners. Let's make it very clear. What is the difference between I have a cold and I am cold?
That's a fantastic question. They're completely different. If I say I have a cold, it means I am sick with an illness. I'm sneezing and coughing.
But if I say I am cold, it's about my body temperature. It just means I feel chilly and I should probably put on a sweater.
That's a perfect explanation. We also use have for appointments related to our health. For example, I have a dentist appointment tomorrow.
So the key takeaway here is that for illnesses and appointments, have is the word you need. It's simple, clear, and what native speakers use every day.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. But what about daily actions and activities? You guessed it, have is there too.
Yes, this is another one that makes your English sound so much more natural. For example, at work, do you say, I will meet at 10 a.m. or I have a meeting at 10 a.m.?
Definitely, I have a meeting. It's the standard way to talk about scheduled events.
Or think about your daily routine at home. You can say, I showered, and that's fine, but it's very common for people to say, I had a quick shower.
Yes, we can also have a bath, have a nap, or have a rest. It describes the action as a block of time.
It's also great for social interactions. Instead of saying, let's talk, you can say, let's have a chat, or let's have a conversation.
So many common daily actions can be paired with have. You can have a try, have a look, or have a think about something.
The pattern is simple. Have plus a noun that describes the activity. It's an easy and flexible way to talk about your day.
And now, let's add one tiny word to have that completely changes the meaning and introduces a sense of responsibility.
Yes, let's talk about have to. When you add the word to after have, it no longer means possession or experience. It means obligation.
Exactly. Have to is very similar to the word must. It means something is necessary and you don't have a choice. For example, I have to finish this report by 5 p.m.
Or she has to wake up early for her flight tomorrow. It's not something she wants to do, it's something she's required to do.
That's a great tip. So if you want to sound natural when talking about your responsibilities, have to is the phrase to use.
And speaking of natural-sounding phrases, there's one more variation of have that we need to cover, and you'll hear it all the time in casual spoken English.
Ah, yes. Let's talk about have got. This phrase often confuses learners, but it's actually very simple. In many situations, have got means exactly the same thing as have.
Right. It's most commonly used for possession. So instead of saying, I have a car, I can say, I've got a car. The meaning is identical.
It's just a more casual, conversational way of speaking. You might ask a friend, have you got any plans for the weekend? Which is the same as saying, do you have any plans for the weekend?
You will hear this all the time. She's got a great sense of humor. I've got a problem. Have you got a minute to talk?
So the important thing to remember is that have got is mainly used in the present tense for this meaning. For the past, you would just use had. You would say, I had a car, not I had got a car.
So don't let have got scare you. Just think of it as a casual way to say have. Wow, we've explored so much today. I think it's time for a quick summary to bring it all together.
Let's do it. First, remember that have is about more than just owning things.
We use it for eating and drinking, like having lunch. We use it for experiences, like having a good time. We use it for illnesses, like having a cold. And we use it for activities, like having a meeting.
We also learned that have to means obligation, and have got is a casual way to say have.
The best way to master this word is to listen for it and then try using it yourself. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every time you try, you'll get a little better.
That's the most important message. English isn't just a set of rules, it's a living language. The more you listen and practice, the more natural it will become.
And that's all the time we have for today. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into one of English's most useful words.
If you like this episode, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share it with a friend who is also learning. Your support helps us create more content for you.
Thanks so much for joining us at Clarity English Studio. Keep practicing, stay curious, and we'll talk to you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.